A very warm welcome to you all, wherever you are, to today's edition of CORFUHOLICS, Road Trip Through Paradise. And in our fourth edition of the series of programmes, we are second night at Cassiope. And as always, as broadcasting on Facebook Live, you can also check us out on www.kerkera.live. And of course, YouTube and Vimeo, superb quality. Should you like what you see in here, please like us and follow us on Facebook. That way you get heads up of all our future broadcasts. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. As always, I'm very grateful to have the help and assistance of our wonderful producer, Claire Haas, who will be answering all your comments on Facebook Live. And, of course, no show would be quite complete without the one and only Thomas Haas. Hello, Thomas. How are you today?
Hello, Adrian. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for logging on. What a day today, huh? It's gone mad, man.
You could say that, especially the last hour has been hectic beyond words. Gosh.
The last hour was really, we lost. Yes. Guys, we had to change location today.
Four times. Unbelievable.
I apologize. I had no time to change today. It was mad. I can't believe what's happened. But first location, no internet. Second location, no good really, because again, no internet.
Yes.
No,
yes.
The third would have been brilliant, but I decided then to move because we wanted to be in Cassiope, and yes, and Steve
at the last minute
organized us something here, so it was, you can see, look at me, man.
I know, I think you might need a towel.
The towel is good.
But all is good because we're back with all you guys around the world to join us in another fabulous episode of CORFUHOLICS, bringing you the very best that this wonderful holiday island has to offer to the whole world. And in case you're wondering where we are, of course we're in Cassiope, but we're actually at the wonderful, newly opened Aria Suites. There we go, complete with a fabulous shallow pool, ideal for families. Steve was telling us earlier that actually they've only been running for 18 months, so it was before, would you believe, an old run-down shack. Now it's a fine collection of holiday apartments, but they've only been trading for 18 months, so this wretched pandemic has kind of hit join us in another fabulous episode. And many thanks indeed to our hosts, Panos and Costa, for supplying the all-important electricity.
Oh, yes, I have to say thank you so much, guys. It was really, so if we lose you, that's down to the internet. We really tried our best today to get the internet back, but we're not the only ones who are affected by that, are we?
No.
Ooh, but they started great. As we said to you, guys, we gonna circle the island for you, and we gonna bring you the best this island has to offer. And today, Adrian was taking me to a very, very special place.
I did indeed.
I loved it, man.
I'm so glad. I knew you would, Thomas, because it's so special to this island. I mean, how many times have we said this island is special, special? Well, the place you're going to see in one of Thomas's fabulous video clips coming up shortly will blow you away.
Yeah, and we truly in the middle of Cassiope
we
today.
Certainly are.
I had no idea we can get the bus through this road.
I'm
so
very
worried.
well manoeuvring up that very tight lane with very sharp angles. Anyone who drives on this island will know what I'm talking about.
We are full in the village of Cassiope.
Absolutely, we can't get more
That's
central.
where the locals live.
Exactly.
That's, you can't get any closer to these fabulous locals, to the fabulous Corfriots. It's impossible, man.
It is indeed, and we love the Corfits. They are so fabulous. We're going to tell you a few stories about lovely people we met along the way. But you did some fabulous reverse manoeuvres round very sharp bends and angles to get into this spot, Thomas. So fair play to your driving skills.
Thanks, man. But I had no idea. I'm so afraid of getting out of here, man.
Yes,
seriously.
I can sense. I feel that. I think you will. But you've got chaperones. We will guide you down the path. Don't worry.
And you know what? And that swimming pool here, that looks very, very inviting. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for logging on and taking part again to our road trip through paradise. And it is paradise. Every minute is paradise. Absolutely. Doesn't matter how the day unfolds. In the end of the day, it's still paradise, and everything what's happened is just forgotten. But let me go on and say hello to you out there, our fabulous followers and friends. Lorraine is saying, hi from a very sunny Portsmouth.
Hi,
Anthony
Doreen.
Vanderkrank is saying,
Hi.
hello, Corfuholics. I hope it's not too hot for Adrian Thomas Kerr and James. It's hot
Thank you, Anthony.
too here in Utrecht. Wow. Everywhere seems to be hot. It's great.
Yes, I have to say, when we were out earlier this morning, it was blisteringly hot. Oh, wasn't it, Thomas? I mean, we'd have struggled to actually broadcast live during that heat, I think, to be honest with you. Still, you'll be pleased to know our equipment didn't melt, and Thomas managed to get some fabulous film in the can.
Yeah, sorry, I just lost here something, but now it's back. This is Cassiope. You can see just the harbour on the bottom right-hand corner and all the lovely houses. That's the middle, and we are just in the middle, really in the middle of all the villages.
Absolutely.
We are surrounded from the villages. It's great. That's you can't get any closer to real Corfu.
Very true indeed, and the people are absolutely special here, yes.
Oh yeah, they great. But let me carry on. Elaine Finch is saying hi from Coventry. Hi. Elaine, that's great. Julie Cam is saying hi guys, looking forward to today's show. Margaret Johnson, yes, Julie Cam from Edinburgh.
Yes, bless you, Julie. I've got a little mention about someone famous here, all from your bonny country. I'll mention that in a little bit.
Cool. And Margaret Johnston, hello, Corfuholics, from another hot and sunny day in Kent. Going to be 33 degrees tomorrow.
Wow,
bring it on.
33 in Kent. Fabulous, Margaret. Excellent.
That's Richard Zebedee. Hi, Thomas and Claire and Adrian. How are you today? Sweaty, but we all right, man.
Yes, a little bit of stress as well, but we're fine, of course we are.
We're fine.
Because we do everything in our powers we possibly can to bring you, our wonderful viewers and followers across the globe, CORFUHOLICS, because we love this paradise island, and it is a road trip. We're going all around the island, and of course, as you can expect, we're bound to bump into a few problems here and there, but we will do our best to do our live streams. No one and nothing is going to stop us.
No, Ella and Jan is saying, good evening, lovely people.
Oh.
David Roseman, hi guys, great to hear you again whilst relaxing in the garden.
Good one,
That's
David.
good for some, isn't it?
Yes. We hear this a lot, don't we, Thomas? People
I know.
relax us. Actually, we were very, very fortunate today. I'll just let them into a little secret, Thomas. We had a fabulous encounter, wonderful, friendly encounter. We actually met some of our loyal viewers and friends again, Leon Jagger and Jojo. They went out of their way, drove out of their way to come and see us, and they were absolutely splendid. The thing that made me laugh, though, Thomas, was Leon was saying that actually, when he listened to my voice, it sent him off to sleep. I don't know whether that's good, bad, or what it is. But I have to tell you guys, they were fantastic.
Oh,
viewers.
what great people these are. I really enjoyed it. That made our day.
It did indeed. Absolutely.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes, of course it made our day. We love hearing from you. And when we get to meet you in person, gosh, it's almost surreal. Except, no, it's real. And that's what makes it absolutely brilliant, because there's nothing more exciting and exhilarating than live stream broadcasting. Because, as we mentioned before, living for the now is actually quite a difficult thing to do. But live streaming is the personification of living for the now, because we really have to live right this second.
That second, we have no others, mate. But here's the view again, and
it's great,
it's a cool 34 degrees at the moment.
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
I mean, is it not fantastic?
Of course it is, yes.
But here's Sarah HG saying, cannot wait, time to be home. I'm in Corfu next week. Oh, great.
Welcome back home, Sarah, because we know what you mean.
And Dennis Al said, Kalispera, everyone.
Kalispera.
And that's great. It's good as you switched on, because I received an email from him direct from Estonia, and you know what? It looks great. Let me show you that. And this is what he sent us in. How he's watching CORFUHOLICS Road Trip Through Paradise Summer 2020. Have a look, man.
Wow, what a screen. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That's a fantastic picture.
Well.
But he also wrote this, and here in the two classes. That's 12-year-old Metaxa.
Oh, now I see the connection.
Now we're talking.
Yes, we are talking real Greek brandy. Fantastic. But what a screen. And of course, Estonia.
It's fantastic.
As we said yesterday when we got excited to hear from someone from Estonia for the first time, they've got about the most internet-savvy country in Europe, so I keep getting told. They've got a very up-together system. And obviously, that's probably a bit of proof of that, really, isn't it?
Oh,
but
yeah.
Look at that quality of that picture on that screen.
It's beautiful,
Thomas.
Isn't it?
Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow, and that is when you get fantastic internet. That's what you have as quality of picture. You cannot say anything, but that's a great picture. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for taking the trouble to send that in. That's wonderful of you. Cheers.
Yeah, guys, and if you want to send us one of your pictures, this holiday or how you watch us at your end, don't hesitate. Send the pictures into corfuholics@caregiver.live, and we gonna show that definitely. But that's a great picture. Thank you, Dennis, so much for sending that in. And he's saying Kalispera, everyone.
Good one, Kalispera. The day actually started off rather jolly, didn't it? Because we had some drinks at lovely Virginia's bar right there on the right-hand side of the harbour. We went there yesterday and we met the two Marias, Little Maria and slightly bigger Maria. Not in terms of stature, but in terms of age. And the other Maria is the boss. And they really do serve superb orange juices, I have to say.
Yeah, you liking them, huh?
I'm liking them very much indeed, yes. Their hospitality was so cordial, as indeed all Corfu hospitality is cordial. It's simply fantastic. Blows us away, you know.
Yeah, I know. It is great. It's just so... the whole hospitality here is so different. You know what? It's great. Here, there's Margaret Johnson saying, well done for getting it together for us to see you. Thank you, Margaret.
You would not believe what we went through to do it. But you know, talking to wonderful people like you, it's worth it all. Absolutely, isn't it, Thomas?
Yeah, and Sarah HG is saying, regarding driving up this hill, taped up wing mirrors are common. What wing mirrors?
Yeah, well, yes, exactly. I know what you mean there, Sarah.
I saw
yes,
they
do get bashed about
I
a bit.
had to screw them off just to get through. Hey, Sue McCabe, Steve's mom tuned in. I'm sure you have met Steve from Liverpool. Of course we met Steve. Steve is responsible that we found a location and can broadcast today. And
indeed.
Steve, he is a jolly guy. He's a great guy.
He's great, and he's good at what he does, DJing. He's got 290 sets to do at Illusions Bar. He's quite well known. He's got a loyal, large, growing band of followers, which is wonderful. And I did hear him in action last night. Have to say I left at the karaoke point. But he's got a great pitter-patter on the mic. He's just what you want to hear on holiday, welcoming sound. He's in control and makes sure everybody has a jolly good time.
Yeah, and he's a great guy.
Absolutely.
I have to say, Steve, thank you so much for giving us a hand and being so great. So we were able to spend the last 2 days here in beautiful Cassiope.
Yes, it's almost sad to be leaving today. I've enjoyed it very much. We're at, you see on screen there, these are the Aria suites, courtesy providing us with our electricity. I don't know whether they've got a web address, but you can email them, and their email address is Aria, that's ARIA, suites, SUITES, Corfu@gmail.com. They really need some support and business, and it looks a lovely, fabulous place. The other thing I must just mention, while I remember, Thomas, is you've heard from we've heard from wonderful Julie Cam, who's one of our wonderful friends from Bonnie, Scotland, and I was told by Steve, no less, just before we came on air, that there's a fabulous character who frequents these Aria suites, and his name is Kenny Fee, and apparently he's quite a local celebrity from Bonnie, Scotland. Ooh. And I had the pleasure and privilege of chatting to him at the pool bar while I was quickly getting a drink, courtesy of Steve. Thank you, Steve, for the drink. And he was a real character, but Steve was telling me that one of the reasons why he's a local celebrity is that when he gets here, he comes 3-4 times a year. He loves the place, as we all do. He goes round on a bit of a bar crawl and makes sure he has a Cipro in every single bar. So I bet by the time he gets back to his suite, he's pretty well oiled, isn't he? Cipro, yes, exactly.
He's definitely Cipro. But you can't blame the man, can you?
Not at all. He's a very jolly guy, and he loves it here like we all do in Corfu. Do you know, this place really does touch people, and once it's touched them once, they never forget, and they always want to come back.
Yeah, I believe. And here, I switch over, that's a brilliant one. Here, Ambrose Kilgore is saying, can I get a happy birthday to Martin Harris and Lisa Walker, who are twins, and their birthday is tomorrow, 31st, and they will be... He writes the real figure here. I don't know if they're gonna forgive him.
No,
man. 47. So thank you so much. He's still young.
47. It certainly is. I wish I was 47. That's all I can say to that. I wish the twins a fantastic birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, and
we all do.
Gonna remember that tomorrow and say hello. So Steve Bowl is saying, can't you guys get me a job out there? I'm brilliant at everything.
Right, okay. Maybe you could come and fix the internet for us. That might be a good one.
That would be great, man. But sometimes there's problems like that. But we try to overcome them, and we're not giving up. We're never giving up. So I'm happy at the moment. It's great. And a shout out to Janet Harris. Ambrose Kilgore says again, hi. Okay, we're giving a quick shout out to Janet Harris.
Yes,
but
good one.
hey, that's great. Konstantin Gramenos, good afternoon to everybody. It is very enjoyable station. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Thank you for that.
That's great. There's so many messages coming in. Guys, if you want to say something, you want to comment, don't hesitate. Just go in to live comments now and let us know. And I hope I don't forget anyone.
No, one thing before we do forget, we were going to be booked to be broadcasting from a fabulous taverna on the headland of Cassiope called Trilogia. Where apparently they have the finest chef in residence, but unfortunately at the last minute we were let down by the internet. So I did want to give them a mention because they were very kind enough to host us, and it was disappointing that we couldn't go through with the broadcast. But that's Trilogia, a lovely restaurant with a fantastic view over one of these beautiful turquoise bays of Cassiope. Oh yes, it was really good, Thomas. But hey, we're here now, and we're very happy to be here in central Cassiope.
In central Cassiope, and here I just have Steve is writing in and says, has been an absolute pleasure having you in our village, boys. No, the pleasure is all ours, mate. It's great.
Is this
Thank
Steve
you. That's our Steve, that's our Steve from Liverpool.
Oh, Steve Dawsey. Yes, Steve. No, well, it's been great to be here, and thank you for showing us the ropes and generally helping us out rather a lot. Thank you very much indeed.
No, you saved us here. That's great. Thank you so much. And it's great to have a friend like you, definitely.
Yes.
And here we go. Thomas D. Miko is saying greetings from New York.
Oh, hello, Thomas from New York. The Big Apple. What a wonderful, great city New York is.
Yeah, and he said they won't let us in. No, at the moment, sadly enough, not.
Let's hope one day soon, Thomas. Hey.
Yeah, and he says hope to visit next summer. Yes,
great.
Us too, would be great to meet you. And I wrote from Arillas to Cassiope. Ooh, he was riding his bike from Arillas to Cassiope. That's quite a...
That's the route we're going to be taking shortly. How extraordinary is that?
Well, that's where we're going tonight.
Yes, that's a bit freaky, isn't it?
But it's great.
Yes. Did you know, Thomas, that Cassiope was once a flourishing city? It's always had a safe harbour for passing ships, and it was once larger than Corfu town itself, would you believe?
Wow.
Yes. It's a very important strategic lookout place because between the Ionian Sea and the Adriatic. The Archaeological Society here reckons that things date back to the 1st century BC. It was flourishing in Roman times, and the Roman poet Polyaenus, he wrote a verse called Zeus, King of Scheria and ruler of the sacred ground. He's the guy that wrote stratagems for the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. You might remember him from the fabulous Ridley Scott film Gladiator. And that all happened between 161 and 180 AD. So the point is, Cassiope is rich in archaeological treasures, most of which probably have yet to be discovered.
Ooh, that's something. That's another road trip coming up, isn't it?
I think so, yes. And I don't know whether you caught some fabulous black and white photographs on the walls in Virginia's Drinks Bar that we were this morning, but there's 2 photographs there. Can't tell you the date, I'm afraid. But you know what, Thomas? There were only about 4 or 5 buildings in them. And all these buildings that you see now were not ancient Cassiope, no. So it was a very small place at the beginning, but it was a fishing village, as we said yesterday. But it's a very important harbour. It's known as a safe harbour for all merchants and travellers and sailors alike.
And it's a beautiful harbour, and that is Francis Patricien Rufus is saying, hi, both. Hope you are all loving beautiful Cassiope.
We certainly
are. We certainly do, and definitely.
It is beautiful, and I'll share something with you, Francis. I've been visiting this island for quite a long time, live here now, I'm very happy to do so. I've never witnessed, during the afternoon, so many boat trips.
I know.
I've never seen so many boats in and out, Thomas. It was fantastic. Now, there's lots of harbours on this island, but Cassiope really is a special boating place. Catamarans, small boats, cruise ships, not ships, but cruise yachts, all of them are here, and the boat hire was incredibly popular, wasn't it? From about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, they were all getting out.
Totally, yeah. That was quite strange to see. We sat for breakfast this morning, had a nice cup of coffee, and we watched one boat after another filling up and go.
Yes. You saw your famous little shell tanker. You like that one, don't you?
I like the shell tanker. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
But you said something important there. You said, you know what, there is more traffic in the harbour.
More boat traffic than car
traffic. Than cars.
Yeah. That's true. That is really true, astounding as it may seem. Also, you might be pleased to know that, I don't know when it happened, but Cassiope has managed to acquire one of the glass-bottom boats that used to work out of Paleo Kostritsa. You'll be pleased to know Paleo Kostritsa still have one. This one here is called Corfu Sea Discovery, and each trip lasts about an hour, and it's quite impressive apparently, because you feel as if you're on a submarine. So I was talking to someone who's been on it. You go down and down the deck, so at the very bottom of this normal looking yellow vessel it was, you are actually below the sea, and I suppose the view there, the aquatic views, must be quite stunning, Thomas.
Oh, they must be really spectacular. I mean, glass-bottom boat. I mean, it's not the favorite thing of everybody, as I found out in a couple of days. A couple of people said it's quite an eyesore, they think, here in Cassiope, and you know what, there's mixed feeling, of course, but you know what, I think it's a good opinion, because it's not for everybody.
No.
That yellow submarine, they call it. Yeah?
Yes, they could change the colour scheme. They could give it a new livery, perhaps.
Yeah, or something different, make it a thing. But it is really bright yellow, and when you look into this beautiful harbour, it's a little bit disturbing to see something so bright yellow, to be honest.
It jaws the aesthetics.
I know you like it because of the glass bottom, I understand that totally.
Yes, I'm not a fan of the aesthetics of it, and I agree with the people who says it looks out of character. Yes, I can see where they're going. I mean, we've seen some fabulous yachts today, haven't we? I mean, sailing yachts, traditional yachts. And we've seen some fabulous catamarans as well. And actually, I rather enjoyed watching them people jump off and doing all this snorkeling around the catamaran in Cassiope Harbour, which is great, isn't it?
Oh, it's great, and I enjoyed it very much here. And Wordsworth, he's saying, hello, we are waving at you. And I'm looking on the screen, I can't see anything.
I don't know, but I'm waving back.
wait, okay, wave back.
Yes, we're all waving. We're waving wherever. We wave to anybody, don't worry about that.
We wave back to you guys. Great to see you. That's how it goes, man. See, that's the way, man. You're liking that one, don't you? But God, that's great, guys.
Wave,
that's exactly how it should be.
And incidentally, talk about waves. There's a fabulous bar here that straddles right by the harbour, the Wave Bar, and a lot of our friends and viewers quite frequent that, I do believe.
I know, they quite like it.
Yeah,
and that's great. But let me carry on. Kevin Farron is saying, hi from West Sussex, UK. Hello, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Kevin, and Rogate Cars, I do believe you operate. Do you know, Thomas, I've known Kevin for decades.
Oh.
He's the guy that witnessed a rather strange occurrence when I fell off a car roof and hovered mid-air and didn't hit the ground. That's the gentleman who witnessed. So, Kevin, perhaps you can confirm that, because I don't think people believe me,
Yeah, and let me know how many Ciboros he had when he done that. But, but David Dyson is saying, we love Cassiope, and we understand that. Thank you, David. That's great.
Oh, we get that one
so
all right.
Much.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
So, and Thomas, the Mikko is saying, so how did both of you end up living in Corfu? Oh, that's a strange story, isn't it?
Let's answer it. You were here first, though, Thomas.
I was here first. I arrived in 2012 with Claire together, and that was a fantastic year to arrive. I tell you that. It was great. And we said, okay, let's try it for 6 months, and the 6 months became 8 years. So that's how it goes here, man.
We actually met and became friends on a theatrical production at Mon Repos, which for me was very exciting because it was a wooden amphitheatre. There was a Shakespeare production going. Thomas was the technical director, and quite frankly, he knew the person on set who knew the most. His knowledge is amazing, and we just became friends from them. Then we worked again on a production at the Municipal Theatre in December 14, and we decided to work together full-time from January, February after that. That was after I got sacked by the previous theatre company. So I've never looked back. Yes, it's true. I've never looked back since, and Thomas is the most amazing person. You probably know that. He's incredibly clever. It really is what he does. I mean, really, we don't speak about this enough. What we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is the most state-of-the-art 21st century broadcasting studio imaginable. We can do things here in this van that great television companies like Sky TV cannot do. Now, you probably don't believe me. Trust me, it's true. They have to send signals back to the head office and all the rest of it. Not us. We can send signals to anyone who wants it, any broadcast network around the world, and they will get it in superb quality. Not just vision, but sound.
Yeah,
but
I hope so, man.
Well, they do. And it's not just the quality of the equipment. Where it really shines through is the quality of the person operating the equipment. And not everyone can do this, trust me. Thomas is a brilliant editor and film cameraman, of course, but really, he is Mr. Livestream. Thomas, you may not know, was one of the very first people to livestream live in United Kingdom many, many moons ago. Sadly, not many people in high powers of echelons of power were interested, so he's independent. We are an independent studio production company, and Claire is an absolute whiz with all the computer tech and all the mobile apps and everything else that she can do. So the combination of Claire's brain, Thomas' brain and talent, here we end up with Studio Kirkra's fantastic digital live stream broadcasting studio, which I personally am still as impressed now as I was 2-3 years ago. This, of course, is the second incantation. We are in the Mark II, as it were. I don't like to call it a van because it is a full-blown streaming studio. Live stream.
What are you after, mate?
I'm not after anything, apart from to entertain and inform, all our wonderful viewers and followers. And we here at Studio Kirkra, we absolutely love every one of you. And when you write in, when you come and see us, my goodness, it doesn't half make our day, our week, our life.
It's great. And here it comes. Caroline is saying, hi guys, set in the harbor bar just below.
Hi.
Everything sorted and we'll be back to live at beginning of September.
Great.
Ooh,
welcome
that's
back.
Great. And Elaine is saying, hello and good evening. Bit late getting home today, but I'm glad I didn't miss the broadcast.
Oh,
Thank
bless you, Elaine. We were sweating buckets just before we went on air because there were lots of hiccups to overcome. But we managed to put it all together. And here we are, broadcasting to you live from the beautiful, wonderful northeast coast of Cassiope.
Yeah, Dennis is saying, can you guys pan the camera around a bit? There is nothing to pan. You have left and right instantly a wall.
It's walls and buildings, I'm afraid. We're in centre.
We're going to take a picture after the broadcast where we parked at Sig, and then you can see there is no panning in there.
How you squeeze the pan in, I don't, or streaming shuttle, sorry. How you squeeze the streaming shuttle into this tight spot with those wretched angles, I don't know. All those walls, amazing, Thomas. But you did it, and it was up a hill as well.
I'm telling Jake quickly. Yeah, tell.
We did it, and fair play to you. We absolutely love this place. It's really, really good. Cassiope, a little bit more. Yes, something about Panagia. Cassiopetra is the Virgin Mary of Cassiope, and that's very important.
What is it called?
No, the person who's very important here is known as the Virgin Mary of Cassiope, and it's Panagia Cassiopetra. I probably haven't spelt that right.
I would have never been able to read that.
But here's something. A famous Corfu historian and author, writing in 1672, a certain A. Marmarus, he wrote, in this fleeting world ruled by vanity, everything passes and perishes. Everything changes, and man-loving Zeus recreates what Cronus destroys in his passing. Only signs remain, so we can say that here, once, something existed. Apparently, the guidebook says that under present-day Cassiope lies a city that ruled the world. That's the line from this marvellous chappie. And if you want more information, when you do come to Cassiope, why not buy a book? It's called Cassiope, A Small Place with Vast History. It's €10, which is a fair price because all the proceeds go to the community. And one of the things they are doing is renovating the castle here.
Yeah.
So it's a great project, and the book is full of fabulous colour, photographs, and lots of historical notes. So I do recommend it, and I bought that at that fantastic drinks bar called Virginia's. I do like that with the two Marias. You'll probably gather that by now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing a bit of a pan here.
Doing a bit of a pan. He tried to show you guys where we are, and there you see. I mean, we really, where we park. Oh, he's getting there something nice. Where we park, we're not far away from the harbor.
No, you can see
actually.
A boat.
You
Look,
can see the boat. You can see this thing. You know, but it's mental. It's really that side road. I couldn't believe the sun is going down now slowly, and there you can see Jay is trying to capture that, and over there the mountains, that's Albania.
Yes, it is. And today we had an incredibly clear view of it, didn't we, Thomas?
Oh, a fantastic view. I think the visibility was 14.8 kilometers.
That's correct. Yes, it was. And
great.
First time I've seen such clarity of the Albanian coastline, I have to say.
Yeah, me too. And this was really, really spectacular because we've been up in Old Parisia.
Oh,
and
what a place!
What a place!
Oh.
And coming down and seeing these views, it was stunning.
Totally.
So, and Old Parisia, when you make holiday here in the lovely village of Cassiope, that's not that far away. It's 1.82 miles from Cassiope to Old Parisia, and that's why 20-minute drive. And what a nice day out!
It was fantastic. It's a bit of a steep climb, but the road is good. Okay, minus a few potholes at the very top. Lots of car hires make it, and even busy summers you can have coaches going up there, would you believe? But that is such a magical spot, and you've got some fantastic footage of that, haven't you?
I got some fantastic footage. Do you want to show that?
Well, at some point, obviously, yes. All your hard work must be rewarded.
Let's go in there and have a look. And that's our clip for today for Cassiope from Old Parisia. And you know more about that village than I do.
Well, not much more, but a little bit, yes. It's, there you go. Yeah, have a look at that.
It's great. That's the map when you arrive, so you know where the bars is to walk around. But it struck you. Look at the view. It is fantastic. Just on the bottom here is the fantastic village. But they also have their own beehives, and it's quite a tradition from the village, I believe.
Yes, it was. Still is. Actually, there used to be lots of sheep here. Sadly, there aren't so many now. Vineyards and oak trees. Now you can find almond trees, fig trees, cherry trees, and of course the all-important walnut trees, which probably explains why so many taverners make famous walnut cakes. The village itself, Old Parisia, is not inhabited. It's been deserted for quite a long time, I'm afraid to say. They say that it sits at the foothills of Mount Pantocrata, which is Corfu's tallest mountain at 906 metres, that's 2,972 feet. Old Parisia itself sits 420 metres above sea level. The old village that you're seeing here dates back to the 14th century, and it's one of Corfu's oldest settlements. You'll be pleased to know that it's a heritage-protected village, and it stands in an area that's designated area of natural beauty. The first ruined houses were opened in 2010, and they are now trading as the Merchant's House Bed and Breakfast. Since 2011, the village restoration has risen from about 15% to now over, would you believe, 33%. There's still a lot of empty and semi-dilapidated buildings, which is a shame, but they do have a charming quality. Look at those grapes on that vineyard there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes. It's a wonderful place to walk and stroll around. In the spring and autumn, if you're lucky to come here then, you will be rewarded with an absolute amazing display of wild flowers. Quite stunning, that is. There we are, that's the summit of Mount Pantocrata, as seen from Old Parisia. So it's a great place, and if you have a car hire or you can get on a trip on a coach or something, do take a time out to go and see Old Parisia. It is well worth the effort. The views all around are fantastic. And on the drive up there, we were saying, do you know what? You could be anywhere in the world. Bits of it remind me of Cumbria. But Thomas quite correctly said, oh, that looks a bit like the Caucasus Mountains of Central Asia. And you are right. Yes, it does, doesn't it?
The first sight I put on that when we going around that corner.
Yeah, that's right.
It was breathtaking. This looks like the Caucasus Mountains. Unbelievable.
No, I think you're right. And also, it has some very unusual outcrops of rock. The whole scenery is really different and quite unique, certainly to Corfu. It's still, even though you expect it to be a little bit cooler up at 420 metres high, it was still jolly hot, I have to say.
Yeah, and now it was. Sorry. But you can see here, guys, here is the van. We're parking next to the other little white van. And that's where we are. So we really in the middle of Cassiope. Where everything is happening. And all the locals were running together when we started here asking what's going on, what you guys are doing, what's happening here. You know, that's my parking space. Sorry, man. But but they understand, and there's more and more cars coming at the moment. But you know what? I just hope we're going to get out of here.
No, well, we'll meet that bridge when we come to it. Just going a quick shout out to Taverna in Old Parisia. Gabriel's Steps. It's the second taverna in when you parked your car up. It's a taverna and grill room, and it's a family-run establishment, like all the good ones are. And it's run by Yanni and Costas, who sadly we didn't see today, and their dear Mama. Mama does most of the baking and the cooking, but she wasn't there today. I've been visiting there over the years. I have to say I haven't been there for 4 years because I haven't had a suitable vehicle that would make it up the hill, quite frankly. But that was all different today, and we had a fantastic couple of hours there, didn't we, Thomas? Really good.
Yeah, great. Fantastic thing we had. And here we going back to the view. So Jay's doing that great with the camera. So that's great. And there's just the harbor. So we see how close we are. Yeah. Margaret Johnson is commenting and says, years ago there used to be a glass bottom taxi boat from Ipsos to Barbati.
Really?
But sadly is no longer.
There is. Thank you for telling us that, Margaret. We had no idea. Do keep these comments coming. We can educate ourselves and everybody else at the same time. There is, I do believe, a water taxi service running from Cassiope into Corfu town. There is a central booking office right in the middle of Cassiope, just up the road from Steve Stallsy McCabe's Illusions Bar. It's actually opposite the turn-off for Cassiope Castle, where the brown sign is. There's a big central booking office, and in that office you can book all sorts of fabulous and amazing boat trips, both skippered or non-skippered.
Yeah, and let me go through. Margaret is saying, I've had my house here since 2004, but had visited a few years before that. So that's always the same story, isn't it? People come here on holiday, fall in love with the place.
Yes,
then they start slowly looking for a house or somewhere to live now, and then end up to live here, buy a house and live here. Because it's so hard to leave that place.
Oh, it's incredibly hard to
I know my mate Tim, every time he has to leave, he's really getting emotional.
Oh, it's sad,
it's nice to see this. So if this island can affect you so heavily.
It does.
It's
and we were getting into a lovely chat with little Maria today in that drinks bar, Virginia's, and she was explaining us about this notion of Corfiot hospitality. And what was the word that she used that I can't quite get into my thick head yet, Thomas? What was that other? It's not polyxenia. We know that one. What was the other word?
Philotimos.
Do what, sorry?
Philotimos.
Philotimos, that's
what
the one.
What is meaning of
right.
Philotimos? So,
yes.
and that's, and I'm investigating that for quite a while now.
Exactly.
And
yes.
it's strange. Man, it's a great Philotimos, it's a great word, but the meaning can be discussed, and everybody, seriously.
It's up for debate,
it's up for debate. It's typical Greek, man.
Oh, I love all that you say. It's great,
but,
isn't it?
You know what? I spoke with someone, with Nikos, and Nikos asked me this question, strangely enough.
Oh,
and
right.
He said, do you know what Philotimos means? No? And I said, all my research I did, everything, for me is you can say is the love of honor.
Ah, right.
In one side,
Very
but it has the
important,
meaning, a love of the virtue of honor, and that means that
That's a good
Philotimos
line.
means so many things.
Virtue of honor.
But
I
nobody
like that
can
line.
give you a straight answer. That's the funny thing. You can look this up on the internet and you think, oh, I found the answer. No, you didn't, because you look at another clip or another post. They're saying something completely different. But when I said to him, it's the virtue of honor, Nico said to me, you know what, you spot on. That's what it is. It represents all the different virtues of honors are called Philotimos.
Brilliant.
So I think we are right. We're getting warmer. Let me know that right.
Yes,
we're getting warmer.
We're on the road. We're on the road. But that just illustrates how another special feature about Corfu is all its quirks. It's full of quirks.
Totally.
And as we've said many a time before, every day you're on this beautiful island, I'm guaranteed, apart from seeing something beautiful, you will always have something to laugh at. It really is a very, very jolly island. They have a fantastic sense of humour, don't they?
They have a great sense of humour here. Sometimes you really you stop because you think, okay, did I just get that right, or did I misunderstand him what he was saying? No, you got it right. In the end of the day, here is all about love, happiness, community, friends and family, and that's so brilliant to see.
Totally.
That's all the virtues of Philotimos.
Yeah, good one. Nicely put.
So
like
it's
that.
the thing.
That's very good.
It means so many things, but all good things.
Great. I'm looking forward to your next guidebook that you're going to be penning anytime soon.
Could be. But here we got something nice. And thank you, Thomas Dimico. He's saying, I'm a musician in New York and recording engineer.
Oh, good
the
one.
audio sound is great. Thank you very much, man. That means
Thomas.
a lot
hey,
to us.
Two
Thank
Thomases, you know your audio.
I know. The Thomases know what they're doing, aren't they?
Yes, obviously, especially with audio.
It's great.
Good one, Thomas.
It's so many. Brett Murdoch is saying, evening Corfu. Hello, Brett. Thanks for joining. There's so many people coming. And Nikos Louvros, hello, my
Nico.
friends. Hi, Nikos. It's so great to have you back on beautiful Corfu, the place where you simply belong.
Absolutely.
That's how it goes. But there's so many messages coming. I hope I do not miss anything. Richard Eberty is saying, walk this harbor to the beach. I know that it's incredible. We walked around there.
We did. We had a fabulous tour, courtesy of Steve Storsey McCabe, and we saw other bits of Cassiope that you probably wouldn't normally get to see. So that was fantastic. And there are so many bays here, all boasting the most beautiful coloured array of waters. Especially, I like the turquoise, Thomas, don't you?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm sad we can't show more of this harbor. We finished. We finished setup 10 minutes before we went live.
I know. It's been
was very close.
It was very close. We've had a few close ones. I have to say tonight was one of the closest. But we had to bring you this edition, the fourth of CORFUHOLICS Road Trip Through Paradise.
Here, and Elaine is saying it. I went to stay on this island for 6 months in 1986 and didn't leave until circumstances forced things 28 years later.
There you go. Perfect
and it's
example.
Still home, even though I'm not there at the moment. But we understand totally what you mean.
Yes, absolutely. Well said, Elaine. Well said.
And Thomas is saying, I went in 1998 to play music in Arillas and have been back probably 12 times.
Thomas, that's great, because that's where we're hopping off to next. Brilliant. Maybe they may remember you. You never know. We'll mention your name and see what happens.
See what it's great. But Anthony is saying regarding driving up this road and parking where we park, I hope the handbrake is working very good. It's a steep road. What handbrake are you talking about, Anthony? You know?
No, we should be
I don't know if any of the handbrake is left, to be honest. We're going to find out
hope
later.
Because otherwise it's going to go crashing down into my car. Brake doesn't work.
There's a good one. Stuart Maroon is saying, first time we came to Corfu, that were in Albania, was still there were war in Albania, was still and there's no lights, and all over there you couldn't see nothing in the harbor, and here the mortars going off.
Really?
Wow,
that must have been a bit
and
scary.
plums of smoke rising up from over there. Ooh, I would be interested what year that was, Stuart.
Yes, do let us know, Stuart. Thank you for that piece of information.
There is so much going on. Sue McCabe saying, great views, well done. Thank you so much. I mean, we had yesterday a fantastic view. You can say that.
Oh,
that's wow. No?
And
now we're in the rural side, but you can see down the boats, and you can see there. It's just next to the wave bar, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. And it really is the personification of a boaty place, I think, Cassiope.
Totally.
Yeah, it's great.
Nikos Luvos is saying, great work, my friends. I love the scenery. Yes, thanks. We love it here. It's so brilliant.
Indeed. Yeah, it's wonderful, Nico.
So Elaine is saying, for the steep hill, you need a donkey, Adrian.
Yes.
That would be fun.
It would. I love donkeys. Actually, donkeys were a very important mode of transport on this island for absolutely centuries. Been overtaken by the motor car nowadays. There is a very good donkey sanctuary on the island, actually, which is not that far away from here, that do sterling work. Corfu Donkey Sanctuary, looking after donkeys who have had misfortune in their lives. I saw some very sad pictures of donkeys with broken backs, and I think that's probably one of the saddest pictures I can recall. But they do a sterling job in preserving donkey life, and the donkey is an important emblem, if you like, of this island, especially in the past times, you know.
Yeah, but let me go on. Monica from the fabulous Stemmer Hotel in Citari is writing in, and she's saying, Philitimo, the Greeks have Philitimo. What it means is difficult to explain. See,
good one,
it's
Monica.
when we do things for others without expecting something in return.
Good one. We have heard someone say that today. I think it was Little Maria.
Little Maria, I think she said the same.
Thank
that
you very
makes
much,
it all.
Monica.
See? But that has to do with honor. For me, it's this honor, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
You have honor. When you do something for somebody else without expecting anything in return, you show honor.
Absolutely. Of course you do.
You know, you show these things, and that's great. And that's why this. Monica, thank you so much. Francis Patricia and Rufus is saying, we are going to be late going out tonight as need to listen to your program. We will have to drink faster when we finally get out.
Good one,
That's
Francis.
a great one. Guys, you're brilliant.
Nice one. You do cheer us up, by the way, guys. You make our day when we hear from you. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it does. It is so great here. I mean, Margaret Johnson, I first stayed at Pantokrator Hotel in 1994 and met Elaine Skorju. I hope I said this right, sorry. And obviously we are still friends. She stayed with me last weekend and had great time catching up, but it was sad to leave. Hence, buying my place there. I believe you, it is really a great thing. Benny is saying Philittimos only found in the Greek language. The word and meaning is not found in any other foreign language. Exactly, that's it.
Good one.
There it goes.
Unique to Greece.
Unique to Greece. Anthony is saying, I'm in Utrecht, in just outside Amsterdam, but my heart is still in Corfu.
We know that, Anthony. We absolutely know that.
Oh, and Stuart was saying it was in 1997.
Right, this is the Albanian conflict.
The Albanian conflict. Yes, thank you so much, Stuart. That's great. So in 1997, imagine just being over here having holiday, looking over to Albania. And Albania is very close. I think it's only 1 mile away, the shortest.
Certainly looked close today, didn't it?
Today it looked very, very close. But, you know, hearing the mortars going on, seeing the smoke going up, I mean, that's a different kind of holiday. And you sitting here and have all the happiness and the friendliness from the Greeks, and then you see that over there. Wow.
It's a bit disconcerting, perhaps, isn't it? Let's hope they've sorted themselves out from there. I'm sure they have. Although I must admit, I read a few months ago they have had a little bit of turbulent trouble recently. But there you go. We haven't been to Albania. Well, I personally haven't been to Albania.
Oh yeah, I've been in deep Albania.
Deep Albania, yes. Well, actually, we're sitting in the proof of that, aren't we?
We're sitting in the proof of the whole thing. I know that we're driving the first broadcast van back from England, and sadly all the ferries were cancelled, and we had to go through Albania, through Montenegro, through Herzegovina. It was really a crazy trip, but we missed our road in Albania, and we ended up in the Albanian Alps.
Great.
With the white van and English plates on it.
Oh, nice.
You know what? That was great, man. People just looked, you know. They have never seen, some of the villages have never seen an English white van, man.
No, well, they have now.
It was something nice, but great. John White is writing in, marvelous, excuse the pun. Your program is keeping me from going crazy. So look forward to it. Thank you so much, guys.
John, you said you struck a chord there, because we've heard that line from so many people. We've heard it today. We heard it yesterday. We've seen it in writing. We don't know how or why this is happening, but the fact that we are and have done that to all you wonderful people around the world makes us truly humble. And we're actually proud. We've actually achieved something, haven't we, Thomas? To do that.
Oh yeah, it is not an easy. It's not an easy feat, man, to do that. But you know what? It is with the help of our friends, our followers, and of the fantastic Corfuots who always get us out of the pickle, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. It's a special magic on this island. That's what it is, you know.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, and I'm just looking, I think I forgot a message somewhere.
Oh,
and
no.
I really try to find it. And it's coming in. Dennis is saying, you guys missed my comment from earlier.
Sorry,
I'm looking for it and I can't find it, mate. So, but hey, I'm gonna look for it, and I get
or repeat it.
Or just repeat it again, please. That would be great.
We won't be offended, because the comments go so fast that poor Thomas cannot control them all sometimes. And if the internet gets a little bit of a wobble on, that's when they go completely crazy.
Oh yeah, then it's a little bit funny, but at the moment, so far so good. Well,
absolutely.
Hey, Jacqueline Connor is saying first stay in Cassiope was in 1993. Holidays. There were since then every year.
Wow.
Then I lived there for several seasons. Definitely my second home.
There we go.
See, there we go again.
Yeah, absolutely. We totally understand what you're talking about, because all of us that love Corfu say the same. Hence the name of the show, which is a great name, I think, CORFUHOLICS, because we do have a serious addiction problem, don't we, Thomas?
Do we?
To Corfu, yes.
Yeah, really.
Yes, we do.
Oh, it is John Wright is saying, thanks, guys. No, thank you. It's great. It's only combined effort from us all, and we couldn't do that with you guys out there. So it's mutual. It's fantastic, because it's, you know what, it shows you the whole how the internet can bring people together.
Absolutely, in a positive way, with collaboration at the heart. And we've learned a hell of a lot, haven't we, since we started broadcasting lockdown and then unlockdown, and now here we are, CORFUHOLICS, Road Trip Through Paradise. We're still learning, and it's fantastic. And it's great that when you guys there watching us ask questions of us or other people that are watching, we can all share in the answers. So what an amazing platform this is. It really is quite extraordinary. And there's nothing like live broadcasting, is there, Thomas?
Oh no, it's nothing. That's a thrill. That's how it goes, and we made for that. People telling us, and are we enjoying every minute on air because we know you guys are out there, and there's so many fabulous people listening, and we are very grateful for that. Here, Margaret Johnson is saying, I came with friends years ago. They drove a Mitsubishi animal truck. Everyone there were in awe of it,
Yeah, of the truck. Yes, I bet they were. How exciting, Margaret. Great.
Oh, yeah, and Dennis is saying, what I said earlier is that our whole family are true Corfuholics. My mother has been there for over 20 times. Excellent. I had my 15th trip last year, and even my 6-year-old daughter has been to Corfu 5 times already.
Oh, that's a good record for her. Blimey, that's wonderful.
That's brilliant.
Yes, it is brilliant. Excellent. We totally understand why that is the case. Marvellous. Just keep on coming over, guys. That's what we say.
Yeah, and here a hi from Leon Jagger.
Hello, Leon. Hello, Jojo. It was sheer honour and a delight and pleasure to meet you both earlier today. You made us laugh. Sorry about the sunglasses.
Yeah, and here Vinny is watching. Hi Vinny, so nice to see you. But they comment over late to join you. It doesn't matter. Better late than never.
Absolutely.
My daughter was tested coming home yesterday at Athens, arriving from Madrid. Thankfully a negative result. That's good to hear.
Result.
Loving it.
Good one, Vinny. That's good to hear. Excellent. Yes.
That's exactly how I should be.
I hope you have a lovely reunion with your daughter, Vinny, and all your friends if they can make it. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's nice to have family here, especially your daughter. We know you missed her very, very much.
Yeah, that's great news.
It's Franzi and Francis, Patricia anrufen. She's saying, are you going to Illusions tonight to see Steve Stolze McCabe?
Well,
I don't know if we have time. We have to see that. First I have to get the van out of here.
Exactly,
and that can take a little. Yeah. But we have a look. You never know.
No, you never know. I'm sure he's definitely doing a good job because I heard him in action last night.
Oh, he's great. He's definitely great. He loves it, and you can see the love he's doing it with. And that's, I think this has something to do with this island.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Thomas, what we could do, because we literally have to drive past the famous Illusionist Bar, we could just quickly stop and put our heads round the door and say hello, couldn't we?
Yeah, of course we can.
We could do. We try, Francis.
We try.
We'd actually like to meet you, Francis, actually. You've been a fantastic supporter and contributor, and we love that.
Yeah, and I met Francis yesterday with her friends, and that was so great to me. This is so fantastic, when you finally meet people, they're watching you every time you go live. It's a fantastic feeling, but then finally putting a face to the comments, that's so great. So our family here in Studio Kerkira is extending constantly and makes me quite proud, to be honest.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
Hey, and here there's a lot. I think I missed a couple of things, but Claire is giving ooh. Yeah, there are. It's something. I think I missed a few things here.
No worries, Thomas.
But guys, I apologize when I missed some of your messages. I try to look through and I try to do this tomorrow when we in fantastic Arillas.
Absolutely. But if we do miss some of your messages, just as we've said before, write it again. We won't be offended, and I know it's maybe a bit of a pain for you, but that way you can be sure we will get to see what your message was. We don't mind.
No, and Anthony is saying internet is just fun, especially when you get a phone call from Adrian a few weeks ago. LOL.
Oh, now thereby hangs the tale. Anthony, I'm so sorry. I miscalled. I called you by complete accident. My thumb did something that it shouldn't have done with someone else's phone, and I shouldn't have meant to phone you. But actually, that was quite extraordinary, wasn't it? Because suddenly you answered the phone, and before we knew it, we were talking to you, Anthony, live on Facebook Messenger, wasn't it? And that was absolutely wonderful, Anthony. So sorry if we disturbed you, but I have to say the upside was we got to hear your voice, and we had a fabulous chat, so it can't all be bad, can it?
Nah, definitely not. And here, Kathy Louise Hazelwood is saying, hi from the Isle of Wight. I used to live on Corfu. Ooh, that's great. Where did you live? Please let us know where did you live and what part of the island you enjoyed most or fall in love with most.
Yes, and I'm going to ask another question. Which part of the Isle of Wight do you currently live in now? Because actually, the Isle of Wight is one of my favourite places in the United Kingdom. What a fantastic island that is.
Yeah, I saw this island for over 12 years on a daily basis because I lived in Pompey, mate.
Of course. But it's a fantastic island to travel around.
Beautiful island.
Oh, it's absolutely fabulous. Yes, it is.
Okay, and Peter John Jeffrey is saying, we live on the Isle of Wight too. Oh, great.
Welcome aboard.
That's great, guys.
We'd love to hear people from the Isle of Wight. Brilliant.
It's the Isle of Wight Festival. It's a fantastic festival, I tell you that.
Yes, I haven't been, but I had a friend who went most years, and I got the lowdown on how good that was. Yes, absolutely. But it's so lovely. Oh, Tennyson Downs, Freshwater Bay, Yarmouth, isn't it? Beautiful place. Carisbrooke Castle, Osborne House. Newport, is it the capital there? Sandown, Shanklin, Ryde, of course. Ventnor, there's a good place. It's just full of wonderful
fantastic places.
Blackham, Chine, Allen Rock, and all the rest of it. Marvellous.
Great. Here is Chris O'Connor saying, you guys sound so lovely and friendly. We are coming on the 4th of September for the first time.
We ought to try and hook up and meet you there, don't you think? Give them a real personal welcome.
That's great. And you guys you made the right choice. Definitely the right choice to come here to this beautiful island of Corfu for holidays. But do you guys know where on Corfu you're holidaying? We would love to know that.
We certainly would. And it'd be great to meet you.
And Sorosy Bramley saying, hi guys, Peter from Hucknall in Nottingham. We have been coming to Corfu for 20 years and now planning to move over
that's the ticket.
Soon as we can. My wife and I will be very happy when we get our one-way ticket. Wow, that's great, man.
Very positive and fantastic news. We love hearing that. That's great. And you know what? You will not be disappointed when you arrive on this golden island because it's so magical. I know you'll have a fantastic time here. I'm absolutely sure of it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a fantastic time. Anthony is saying, no problem when you call. It was fun, Adrian.
It was, Anthony.
It was brilliant.
It was great to talk to you. Yes, don't hold back, guys. We love hearing from you. In whatever mode of communication or whatever time of day or night. We don't mind. Just communicate. We love it.
Hey, and Keith Morris is saying, guys, looking for a barbecue guy company to do a villa barbecue in Cassiope on Sunday, the 13th of September.
That sounds
Any
good.
recommendations? That's a good one. He's looking for a barbecue guy or a company who is doing barbecue in the villas. So, guys, if you know out there, to be honest,
a good question. We don't know, but we could find out. We could try and make some inquiries on that one.
Definitely, I think I got somewhere something written down, something stored, because somebody given me an address of a fantastic Greek who comes and throws barbecues on in your place, and these barbecues are fantastic. There I know, example, our village president from Pentati, Spiros Merianos, as example, what owns Paramonas Villas. Yeah, he does that. And that's brilliant. His guests loving it. He comes on once in your holiday.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't know that?
No, Thomas.
Oh, well, great. Once in the holiday, he surprises his guests, and he comes fully loaded and throws a proper Greek barbecue.
Act steady, I'm getting hungry. Shush. That sounds very inviting indeed.
But that's the hospitality here.
Polysenia,
definitely.
Unique to Corfu, it really is. Something, we keep talking about it, but we really mean it. There is something special with this lovely Corfu people.
Yeah, and here Elaine is already coming. Zach Burves Fanel, who lives in Macarades, does a mean barbecue.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Elaine. Nice one.
Here, Katie Louise Hazelwood is saying, hi, me again. I live in Cato Coragiana and also many years working on the sailing yachts in Corfu Marina. What is a fantastic marina. Ooh.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I live in Ryde. Isle of Wight. Now,
great.
Only 5 minutes from the beach.
Ooh, that sounds good. Nice one.
That's great. And Tony say at Keith Morrison, here is a gyros place across the street from Illusions. Ask for them. Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
It's cross Illusion. There's a gyros place. I think he's right. I think Steve mentioned something. The guy comes if you hire him to make a barbecue in your villa you rent or what. So but we gonna investigate Definitely. Because we're going to do that, and we let you know. As soon as we have an answer, we're going to let you know.
Good one.
So it's brilliant. And Peter John Jeffrey is saying, we are in East Cowes. Oh, Cowes is nice.
Cowes and the fabulous yachting regatta.
Every year, the Cowes.
Yes, absolutely. Cowes is beautiful. I forgot that place. You're quite right.
Yeah.
I've been corrected. Well done. Thank you very much.
I know they're in Cowes on the corner. They were a fantastic pub years and years and years ago. I, as Austrian, shouldn't know that. But, now really, a fantastic pub there, mate.
Wow,
and I think, maybe Peter knows, and I think the owner was called Sally.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but great company. This was a fantastic little pub on the corner. A lot of fun. So, but we know that. Great. Hey, then Margaret Johnson, food on agenda again.
Yes,
yeah, of course it is.
Well said, Mark.
It's a road trip for paradise. And when you do a road trip for paradise, you're getting hungry too.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm pretty hungry right this minute, but let's try and move on. Talk about something else.
We said also we're showing you on this trip a little bit of gastronomic delights.
We did,
but at the moment we failed because it's not easy to get access to it through the current situation we have.
No, that's true.
They very, very wary to let you into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very wary if they let you. So in our road trip here at the moment, there's a couple of hiccups because some accommodations don't come through like they should have done, like this was planned because of the COVID. So we constantly rearranging. We try to be in the same area as we said in our plan, what we the schedule we posted, our itinerary there. Yeah,
that's right.
But it's not easy to keep to that, but we do our utmost best to keep. So
totally.
we got our tent with us. So how bad can it get?
No, that's true. The only thing that's out of our control, to be honest, is the internet connection. And as we said before, there were 4 attempts to pitch up and broadcast were unfortunately knocked on the head because of the internet was continually dropping out, disappearing altogether.
I know.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, and this
Thomas,
is
wasn't it?
and we're setting up, and then with takedown, we set up at the first location. It was here, it worked, and then it just disappeared, never came back.
Yeah.
And then the owner of the place said, no, we got these problems at the moment, so we're struggling with internet. Most of the time now we have no internet through 4G, and that's what we need.
Yes, I'm afraid. So that's the only reason why we would do an unscheduled located place, simply because the internet wouldn't allow us to do it from the scheduled place. That's the only reason we would move. We have got a disclaimer in there, but as Thomas has said, we really want to stick to the itinerary and broadcast as it is written. So you guys know where we're going to be, and it also helps us. We'll know where we're going to be, because quite often the time I don't know where I am. So it does help to have an itinerary.
You say.
To stick to, and you get to know where we are. Well, yes, it's all fantastic here on Corfu. Every day something happens that makes us laugh. I can guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, this is really a challenge, and this road trip so far was great, and we really enjoyed that one. I mean, I show you here quickly. There's another clip we done before we go, because it's nearly time to go, where somebody said, what is with Roda? How is Roda looking?
Yes,
so we were
Thomas.
driving through Roda here, and let's see what's going on.
This was a couple of days back. There we go.
Yeah, and
As
I
you can see,
I have
most
no
things-
idea if we're still on here or not. Yes, I think we're still broadcasting. That's great. But it was a couple of days ago, and when you see all the shops open, everything is working.
Absolutely,
It's
yes.
great. Here's the Pirate Bar, just on the right. We sadly had no time to stop, but I heard they're making some mean cocktails in there. But it is going. The shops are open. It looks like it looked every year.
Absolutely. And cocktails are definitely a thing here on Corfu. Every place has a plethora of cocktail bars to choose from.
Oh yes, they do. And here
look
you
at
see
that.
Sitari, the view over Sitari.
Yes.
Roda. Sorry, Roda. And
Beautiful.
what a great view that is.
Yeah.
So now the island is truly open and ready for you to come and enjoy your fantastic holiday, guys. But sadly enough, you see, we were sweating. We had really a lot of stress. You can see here just behind me how close the cars parking, and I really hope we can get out of here. But sadly enough, I have to say again, it's time. It's time again to say good night, because an hour is over. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I didn't forget too many messages. If I do, I'm gonna write them down after the show and let you know, and I'm gonna bring this in tomorrow. But that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for all your comments. Thank you so much for taking part and supporting us on this road trip. We're just loving it. But until tomorrow, when we are in Arillas, a great Kalinichta for me.
Absolutely. And as always, thank you very much indeed for sharing your time with us here on CORFUHOLICS Road Trip Through Paradise. Have a lovely rest of the day or evening wherever you are, and to you all, a very good evening.